Hi guys, I'm Stafford. I'm a professional nutritionist and I'm a competitive bodybuilder. I'm originally from South Africa. I've been competing myself since '96, where I started competing as a bantamweight. I competed in South Africa from '96 to '99. I then came to the UK in 2000 and carried on competing from 2000 and still continuing to compete. During that period, I focused on doing the nutrition side and helping other people, obviously bodybuilders and other than bodybuilders, and still competing myself. Obviously, it's towards the end of my career now. Been competing a long time, so it's I'm helping out others as much as I can, because I at the end of the day I enjoy what I'm doing, and I can't do what I'm doing forever, so as to help everybody else. Initially, before I actually met Bobby, I'd seen him compete in 2006 in Hayes, where he won the Best Posing Award. Great poser. He did the intermediates under 80 class, where he had won that class. I was impressed with his physique then. He was, I thought there's somebody that's, in good shape. He wasn't in the greatest of condition, but he carried a lot of muscle for his weight class, and had an outstanding physique. And I just thought, there's definitely potential there. I then later on met Bobby. He came down to one of the gyms where I was training at the time, and introduced himself, and we got together and became friends from then on. During that period after 2006, it was more he stepped away from the competitive bodybuilding side, and he didn't want to play the size game. He wanted to still look good, stay in condition, and he focused more on the modeling side type of aspects. So obviously helped him out in that aspect, taught him how to stay in good shape all year round, and to maintain his lines and his muscle, and still do the other bits. He does like mountain biking, and he's doing martial arts, various other activities where you don't want to be big, but you want to be in shape and fit. So that was for a couple of years, and then 2009 I took him to Portsmouth in it was May, where the previous year I'd seen this classic class that had just come out, and I said, right, let's go watch the show, let's go have a look what it's about. Because I said, personally I think this is the avenue you should be looking at. It's a classic class. Is basically height to weight restriction, just to stop the mass game, and everyone bring back the old bodybuilding, like Leela Brada, Frank Zane, and so forth. Went down. It was a big lineup, and Bobby was impressed. And I said, well, this is what we need to focus on. I think we can do this, and I definitely think he could be the British champion. So therefore, put a plan into action. Obviously, he wasn't in shape as it was, because he had previously just done a photo shoot. He was doing some modelling, so he was in shape. Obviously, he hadn't been doing any serious concentrating on muscle building in that period. So we only had a short window, put on a little bit of muscle mass, and diet down and do a qualifier. We chose to do the qualifier. It was about 4 weeks out from the British, so it's given time to be in good condition but not peak, and just hold himself back for the British, and obviously not diet too long. Went and did the Leamington Spa. People just thought, wow, where's he come from? Because no one knew of him. He won that easily, and then stepped the game up for the British. Brought him in the condition he needed to be, and he won the British. And ever since then, it's next step forward. So the next step forward after the British was he wanted to compete in the British Grand Prix. So we had that year and a bit to make improvements. Obviously, you only had 6 months to get into the standard of the British, but obviously it's another league, you know, doing the British Grand Prix. So obviously people noticed a big difference, think, well, dramatic changes. Of course there's going to have dramatic changes because you only had 6 months for the prior show, now you had a full year to improve. Obviously packed on muscle where he needed to and brought him in even better condition than the British. So same body weight, more muscle, better conditioning. Unfortunately, it's not easy standard. The previous winner from the Arnolds, the overall winner was in his class and placed second, and Bobby got third, which was, you know, could have gone either way. Top three could have been any position, you couldn't have argued. You know, some people were a bit bigger, better lines. So not complaining with that result. Great result, first international show. Next step, plan of action is to do the Arnolds now. So 2012 we're doing the Arnold Classics, and more improved physique again. Obviously we're always looking for progression, and we'll be looking at bettering the condition, even if we don't get better conditioning. He wasn't in great shape anyway, but we want to bring it a little notch more and improve the weaker areas where we thought we was lacking. You know, we brought up his back, so we will definitely see a more improved physique, and definitely be up there. He's going, you know, you're going in there to win, and he can win. He's just got to bring the package on the day, and we'll see from there. In terms of Bobby's nutrition, there's not just nutrition. You know, obviously we worked on the nutrition side and the training side. We've obviously working with him for a few years now. You learn the body, we learn his body. What carb sources work best for him, what type of diet works best for him. There's not only one diet, there's several different methods of dieting. So, you know, we need to find out what's best for him. You know, we tried a few different methods and seeing what's best for him. On the training side, obviously we're still not going to make improvements. So we've adapted my training regime, which is called the 5RTS, which basically I've always trained similar, but I wanted to develop something more for Bobby, and definitely it's worked well for him. You know, it's given him time to recover from the heavy sessions, hitting the muscle from different angles, and he's responded, because every time you change something up, you're going to get a different result. You keep doing the same thing, nothing's going to happen. So new training program for him, more results. Obviously the diet, we've learned his body, a few changes on the nutrition side, better results as well. So definitely changes in the diet and training has improved. So guys, keep following Bobby's blog. We're going to give you more detailed information on his nutrition and on the 5RTS training. Stay tuned.